ex-Washington Wizards coach Jim Lynam.
Just another tall analyst. Hinrich gets inside. By the way, those points, the first points in over 4 minutes for either team. Nocioni flips it up and in. Nocioni having so fourth quarter. Gilbert Arenas was second in the NBA in double-digit fourth quarters. He had 22 of them. Only LeBron James scored more double-figure fourth quarter games than he did. And he's got 6 here in the fourth quarter. Griffin inside. Adrian Griffin.
Duck. Then on Monday, he not only skipped the practice at the shoot-around, but missed the game as well. Tuesday, Vice President of Basketball Operations Ernie Grunfeld and Coach Eddie Jordan met with Brown. The three all the
Bullets originally was the Chicago Packers and then the Chicago Zephyrs. And then the Bulls came in as an expansion franchise. Gordon opens up the Spurs and Nuggets. That would follow starting at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Ben Gordon has been on fire. He's hit his last 6 shots, 11 of his 27 in this fourth quarter. Here is Gordon looking for the screen. Nice pass. Chandler from Hinrich. Wizards on their way to making it 3 straight wins after they lost the first 2 here in Chicago. Remember, only 8 teams have come back from an 0-2 deficit to win a best of 7. Still alive, down by 5. 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Hinrich. Gordon gives it up. Pargo wanted the 3. Finds Hinrich from downtown. Yes! It's a
pleading with him not to lose confidence as this series winds on.
And that's got to be impressive. That makes you want to give a guy a second opportunity. As we see now, the Wizards are playing zone defense.
And Gennaro.
Three-pointer Gilbert Arenas just made there. Didn't score in the first half, first quarter. Didn't take any shots.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get his teammates involved first because, like I say, he can get his shot at any given time. And
the water cooler and talk about what a great, exciting game it was. What a lot of work to done to Brian Washington.
Offensive rebound taken by Griffin after the missed free throw from Piatkowski. And we move under 3 minutes now left in regulation. So the Bulls staying with Gennaro Pargo. Down the stretch, Griffin. The move to have 15 turnovers for the game, just 6 of which have come in the second half.
And it's so important because that's what Washington's going to try to do to them, is make them turn the ball over.
And Pargo.
2-pointer does them no good at all.
And the Magic Johnson Award, just in case you're wondering, good media skills. Here is Hinrich, a floater baseline.
Jamison.
Yeah, and I think some ill-advised ones. Chicago's doing an excellent job of challenging every shot, and as you said, Marv, he's been bothered by that knee the last couple of months, and settling right now for a lot of long perimeter jump shots.
The officials, Bennett Salvatore, Tony Brothers, and Mike Smith. This crowd very much into it. Nocioni gives it up. Antonio Davis opens the scoring.
Kids who have gone over to Iraq and served in the armed forces for our country and come back with broken lives, who literally lost limbs, and it's absolutely devastating, but very inspiring as well.
All right, Chandler with the
turnovers. So the 2 keys he talked about, they have not gotten done. That's why they're down 17.
And the Bulls, a very good road club during the regular season. They were 20 and 21. Here we go, 9 and 32. And Pargo is a player, Hall of Famer. Pistons won Game 5 in Detroit and eventually advanced to the finals, where they lost to the Lakers in 7. Piatkowski.
He gets 8 points, so those guys got 14 points here in the second period. Big difference. Now the Bulls are a confident team. They're playing well, and then you bring Kirk Hinrich, who just got 4 straight points. This team now is feeling good about themselves.
And Hinrich had early foul trouble with 2 personals, but 2 very unexpected sources of offense, as Fred points out, talking about Adrian Griffin and Gennaro Pargo. So out of the timeout, the Bulls with Hinrich, Duhon, Davis, Nocioni, and Eric Piatkowski. Shot clock down at 12. Davis trying to attack the basket. It's Hinrich now. Shot clock down to 7. Step back jumper on 1-2. Fans watching at home, we have one of the all-time NBA greats joining us here in the booth courtside. Clyde the Glide Drexler, of course, a longtime member of the Portland Trailblazers. Clyde, great to have you. How you doing?
Delighted to be here with you too.
Clyde, I know you don't have the best memories of this city, but you had a great, of course, long career. Had some battles with Michael Jordan and the Bulls here as Chicago gets right back to
Attack the basket and not rely on the outside three-pointers. Chicago does not have a ticket taker. A guy that can take shots from the lane.
So Jamison and Arenas now tied for a game high with 18 points apiece. Ben Gordon back into the game, trying to work his way back. Here is Harrington. They double team Othello. They leave Melcioni open. Interesting double team.
Points in the months of December and January, ready to go. Game one of this best of seven is underway, and Chicago in the white uniform controlling. Duhon, played by Arenas. This is Heinrich, picked up by Hughes. Harrington putting moves on Haywood. A fella Harrington giving the Bulls a 2-0 lead.
That's something Chicago wanted to establish.
0 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, he's struggling right now. He's just not in any kind of a rhythm at all. Well, and you saw it last night with Mike Bibby. Sometimes in the playoffs, you come out so pumped up and you want to play so well, like this guy's doing. We've had guys in the league and converting turnovers into points. So Chicago's offensive execution has helped them shut down Arenas and Jamison. We see Washington in the zone again, coming out of the timeout.
Piatkowski for three. Piatkowski, one of the better three-point shooters in the ball.
He's been hoisting a lot from the perimeter instead of getting the ball inside as Davis knocks down the perimeter jumper.
That's remarkable.
So the Bulls have the lead and the ball with 5:45 left in the quarter.
This guy, Ben Gordon, has been such a find and a save for the get them back in the ball game and maybe give Reggie Miller a chance to free himself up to get a rhythm in the game as well.
The Bulls have Kirk Heinrich back in the game. Heinrich and Duhon out front. Reiner off the turnaround move. Jared Reiner.
Pacers early when they gave the Bulls a lot of second chances, and in trying to come back, the Pacers starting to hit the offensive glass.
And they have come back from 14 down as we've hit the 2-minute mark for the half. Harrington bags two more. Othello Harrington, 3.5 left in the fourth. Margo guarded by Johnson. 9 on the shot clock. Piatkowski sends it back outside. Reiner gives it up to Pargo. Gennaro Pargo.
They're going to try to foul you to get one more crack at it.
Griffin trying to bring it in. He comes into Reiner. Reiner hits with 1.8 left.
2-point game.
Chicago will have home court advantage in that first round. They lost the season series to the Wizards. They lost 2 out of 3, so a tiebreak would go to Washington. Duhon inside, pretty move from Duhon, and the Knicks beat off the dribble to Chandler.
And Duhon would not allow Stefan to come over to pick early on.
Williams went for the steal. Antonio Davis makes him pay.
Nice suit by
Very poor road season. Knicks 11-29, but if they win this game tonight, they'll have won 4 consecutive road games for the first time in 4 years. Fella Harrington quickly puts one in.
rims. If you get the ball up on the rim, they've been falling in for the shooters.
Back to a 5-point game. You see the Wizards, they were down big early, came back, but the Nets won. Nets now 1 win away from clinching that 8th spot as Chandler flips it in. Cleveland
away, but the Bulls have it underneath.
Gordon. Again, just that slight hesitation in Gordon off Verizon Wireless retail stores. 5:31 remaining in the fourth. Knicks holding on to a 3-point lead. Both teams have led by as many as 4 here in this quarter. Heinrich again. Kurt Heinrich. What a second game. That's why Antonio Davis is in.
Here comes Gordon on the top.
Gordon gets it. Jackson with him. Gordon making his move on the pull-up, and Gordon puts it in with 5.8 remaining in the
fouls called. A lot of the Hawks fouls
are not good fouls. So there's a little bit of difference there, and I think you see why one team's been successful and the other hasn't.
Absolutely. It's makeup fouls when somebody gets beat and somebody reaches in. I agree with you. From the corner at 3. With 5:43 to go in there.
A little twist on the runner there, you know, a little runner, but kind of half runner, half hook.
He created that shot, which is that what you would say?
The Gugliotta.
Guard also in the draft this year, so not only the big guys, which is where most of the international players get, but now some guards coming in.
Well, their ability to shoot the basketball team.
However, to get his hands on it, Josh Smith put it up off the rim over Chandler. Not exactly a wise shot, and Josh Smith is only 2 for 9 tonight.
Yeah, he's really struggled tonight shooting the basketball, but give credit to the Bulls. They really put pressure on him as Duhon gets another clean look. And once
blown Spurs and the like. Well, this is John Weisbrod's response that you read there. John Weisbrod has said that they have always had
Forward, no longer with them, now with Dallas. So the Milwaukee Bucks kind of let it get away from him. Chandler out to Duhon. Nocioni. Steve Francis is back in the game. Rifles up a 20-foot jumper, rebounded by Nocioni. Heinrich returns for the Bulls along with Duhon, Piatkowski, Nocioni, and Chandler. Piatkowski floats it in. With solid league season runs to ensure themselves a spot in the postseason.
Allen Iverson having himself a marvelous season and playing of late with 2 bad.
You take a look at the offense from both teams here in the second quarter, and it's dreadful. 1 for 8 for Chicago, 1 for 6 for the Wizards. The Wizards are 1 of 11, and so they are allowing the Chicago Bulls to hang around.
And Chris Duhon in the score. Taken down by Davis. Now the Bulls with an opportunity to cut it to 11 or perhaps 10 with a long one. Ben Gordon. Slick move by Gordon.
He's not going to stay cold all night. Larry Hughes back in the ball game along with Antoine Jameson. So they go with 3 guards with Thomas and Jameson, excuse me. Jaron Jeffries did come out of the game.
Thomas Jefferson, yes, he played in Washington. I remember when he played here. There's a move by Harrington. Fella Harrington.
Easiest place to score from, right there where Hughes was. And that is how they could wear the Bulls out. Just driving the ball, making them have to defend. Fella Harrington.
Fella Harrington bags 2.
That's 12-9. Heinrich left open. Made him pay. Let's start the second quarter. Pistons with the lead of 2. Chris Duhon back at the point for the Bulls. Harrington charges inside and scores despite the contact with Ben Wallace.
It's real when you see the head snap.
Pick and roll. Davis off the glass. He loves to use the window. And Antonio